Hi everyone. SA Thomson team is now in Dubai, exploring the opportunities to invest in Dubai. Today we are in one of the beautiful villas at DAMAC Hills, being built, and we're gonna go through the process of investing in Dubai and how to gain the capital gains on the real estate investments. Today we are with Yasin Ali, relationship manager from DAMAC Hills, who are supporting us and going through with our customers. Thank you, Yazim, joining with the discussion, and also director for Dubai for SA Thomson, Janaka is here with us on the discussion.
Good to be.
The focus today is to get you the information needed to explore and how to invest in UAE lucrative property investment markets, and how to get the results and returns on these real estate investments. So Yasin,
Yes.
we are Australian-based company. We have been in the industry for more than 14, 15 years now, selling high growth potential Australian investments into rest of the world.
Okay.
And we've been operating in Singapore, Sri Lanka, now in Dubai. We've been dealing with a lot of Dubai clients who are buying properties in Australia.
Okay.
So now we are starting the other way around as well, selling Dubai investment into the rest of the world, and especially for the Australian investments and investors from Sri Lanka. Now this is a new concept, and some people, because Australia being far away from UAE, the concept of investing in UAE is something new, but they are exploring. As a local company, we can fill the gap and bring the communities and help them investing in Dubai, and
Understand.
open up the opportunity of getting benefits out of UAE market. So can you tell us, to start with, what are the benefits in investing in Dubai property market? People are talking about tax, so people are talking about high returns,
Understand.
high rental returns, and all of these things. Can you give us a little introduction on that?
Certainly. First thing is, it's glad to have you both here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
And about the properties, as we mentioned, like previously, we just had a small discussion. So first thing is, the main requirement is tax. If you see all other countries, like they are paying, as of now, I'm meeting everyday client like from different part of the world, and what I can see is the tax is the most important thing what they are considering it. And what I have seen is some of the countries they are paying 49% as a tax, like it's huge. Half of the income goes there. There is no savings, so that's why people have started moving here in Dubai to make sure that have a they're making a good decision to make sure that they go with some good investment. And as I mentioned, tax is the main concept, main role of where you're getting a good returns. You don't need to pay anything to the government when you're buying a property. Plus, the return of investment on the properties are very good compared to all other outside the country.
So
And
Yazim,
DAMAC named.
so what you're saying is, if you buy a property in Dubai and if you sell at a higher price,
Yes.
for that profit, people don't have to pay
Yeah,
anything.
they don't have to pay anything. Even if you're putting it for rental, you don't need to pay anything for the tax for rental income. No.
So any income, no tax,
No
basically.
tax, basically, yes. And apart from that, you are getting some extra benefits. If you're buying a property, you can get a golden visa for 10 years, where you
So
can
that's
sponsor.
also important point. The
Yeah.
golden visa, basically, what's the minimum investment needed to get the golden visa?
Yeah, so minimum requirement is 2 million dirhams as an investment. Once you do that investment, then you can get a golden visa for 10 years, where you can sponsor your family, your like a driver, maids for 10 years for everyone except the driver and maids. That will give you a more advantage of staying in the country, getting a bank account open personally in UAE, and plus you can start up your own business in terms
Without
of
any restrictions.
without any restrictions.
Can you elaborate more on this, the visa? When you say the family,
Mm-hmm.
is it the immediate family or the parents will include?
Yeah, it's a immediate plan. Like it's considered. Let's say if you're owning a visa here, if you're owning a property, let's say the property is under your name, okay, and you can sponsor your family, like you can sponsor your parents, then you can sponsor your spouse and the kids who's less than 30 years, unmarried.
Mm.
Plus, you can sponsor driver and maid for 2 years under your sponsorship. But in case, let's say if you wanted to sponsor your siblings, that is not applicable.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
And Yasim, now in terms of investing in Dubai, that is, the visas are under this golden visa program. having to have the luxury lifestyle if someone wanted, which is really good initiative. And countries like in Australia, it's not easy to bring people like that on visa when you buy a property. There's no program like that.
Yeah, true.
And more importantly, what I wanted to deliver to our clients in Australia, uh, basically people invest in property. Okay, you get the visas, and more importantly, you can start your own business. If you are an entrepreneur
Yes.
looking to expand your business into Australia, this is the business hub.
Yes.
And rest of the world, everyone coming here, starting up, setting up businesses, and it's lots of opportunities, as well as it's a tax free. And
Yes.
even for businesses, is it tax free? What is the status?
No, there is a business, there is a tax, corporate tax for
Corporate
9%,
tax, 9%.
subject to the returns what you have.
Right. So
There are slabs, is it?
There are slabs, yes.
so even that is kept to 9%.
9% max.
That's a good thing compared to our investors
Australian
in
taxes.
Australia. We are paying higher tax, and
Yes, true.
so if you were trying to save more on taxation point of view, there's another opportunity for you to legally come and set up a business, start a business.
Yes.
And the other thing is, if you start a business, if you need people for the business, you can apply for visas as well.
Yes, exactly. You have your own business visa, you can give it for your people, like whoever comes in, you can bring them under your sponsorship.
Right.
So that's an advantage. And apart from this, like not only a golden visa, the rental incomes, what you're getting if you are going for short term or long term rentals, the DAMAC will take care of all those. Because when it
That's
comes
good.
to real estate, it's not only one thing, we just sell and go away. We take care of all other upcoming requirements from the clients.
So that means if somebody purchase an property,
Mhm.
and once it completed, so we need to rent it out if they're not utilizing.
Yes.
So you have the internal property management company who rent
Exactly.
out, find tenants, maintenance, and everything
Exactly.
under
So
one
we
roof.
have other companies who take care of like maintenance. We take care of short-term, long-term rentals. Take care of golden visa services. So all this comes under one roof to make sure that
Okay.
client get all in a easy way process, like professionally done, like with the services. Because if once we sell the properties, then if they come back with some other services, if they need something, they need to go out and look around. So that's where the MAC comes in to make sure that they give all the access to
So
you
all the services under the
under one
umbrella.
roof. Yeah.
So at SA Thomson, what we can do to our investors from Australia, we are now approved and registered agents with DAMAC, so we can be the one-stop shop for Australian investors dealing with DAMAC. So when you buy property, we coordinate everything with you, with the DAMAC team,
Yes.
as well as when it need to rent out. Yes, with DAMAC relationship we have, we can coordinate finding right tenants and managing and everything like what we do for our Australian investments. Same process, so it's a one-stop shop service with SA Thomson even when you're going to UAE investments. Now you're seeing this is fantastic, and now what I want to highlight is a lot of people talking about people here
Yeah.
can reserve projects when it's launching,
Yes.
and then pay on a payment plan, the 1% a month, in between sometimes 3%.
Certainly.
And halfway through, a lot of people are putting on the market and flipping, so that they make a lot of real estate
Returns.
investment with returns. So I want to elaborate that process for our clients. Well, can you give us explanation of how that can be done, as well as I need to know some examples where in the history you sold it for a certain price, and after 2 years it went up to it doubled the price, or 30-40% returns. Can you explain that a bit?
Certainly. So let me start up with DAMAC Lagoons. It's one of the community which is like same kind of what we are coming up with, something called DAMAC Island.
Yes.
That's a new community which is going to launch by next month, and it's going to be the first phase. So let me
Which
give
is
you
DAMAC Island.
DAMAC Island.
DAMAC Island.
So let me give you an example of DAMAC Lagoons. On the first phase, the prices what we used to sell a 4-bedroom townhouse. It was a starting townhouse, 4-bedroom, for 1.7 million dirhams. Okay.
How many years ago this was?
That was just 2 years ago.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you wanted to buy on the same location, same size, same price, no, price is totally different, but the size, location, everything is same, because the metro is coming up, new airport is nearby, near to the community, just like 10 minutes drive from there. If you see the pricing right now, it's a 3 million dirhams.
3 million.
So which means people have seen almost like 70% return. Still, it is under construction. It's not
It's
even
not
ready.
delivered yet.
Not yet.
delivered.
It's still under
When it's
construction.
scheduled to be delivered?
As an overall community, it's going to be delivered by 2026. But as a cluster wise, it's going to deliver starting from this year onwards. Next year, few clusters, and 2026 few clusters. So similar to this, we are coming up with something called the DAMAC Island. That is going to be a huge opportunity for the investors who's gonna planning to do an investment, and the returns you can expect same as the DAMAC Lagoons.
So basically, if you look at DAMAC Lagoons, you said the price that you started selling now over 3 million dirhams.
Yes.
So it seems like double the price.
Yeah,
right?
almost double the price. People are flipping it right now by taking the advantage of the market, because now if you flip it in the market, you are seeing returns of somewhere around minimum of like 800 to 900,000 returns within like 2 years time. And this new community is coming just opposite to the Mac Lagoon, just like a 5 minutes drive from there, on the main Emirates Road, which is like, there is a new Etihad rail is coming up. So which
Okay.
gonna connect all over the Emirates.
Correct.
Starting from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, it's gonna reach in 30-40 minutes. So these are the things which gonna give you more accessible for transportation in the future, and the metro is gonna come up in the future as well, near to the community, and this community gonna give you a very good returns. So we are coming up with 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom townhouses and 6-bedroom, 7-bedroom villas.
So Yasim, before I go into DAMAC Islands, I want to dig more into this model, right?
Yeah.
So you said, okay, we block it by paying 24%, I guess?
No, so this is gonna, how it's gonna work is, let's say, as I mentioned, the launch is next month.
Yes.
Okay, so what we do is we start collecting an express of interest from the clients who's really interested to be a part of it.
Correct.
So once they pay the small amount of express of interest, they get a token before the launch day through the email.
Yeah.
So it's first come first serve basis. Whoever pay the express of interest first, once they get the token number, it's based on the token. Let's say you took the token at the number of 1 and I'm taking a number of 10. So you get the first option to select the unit.
Okay.
Yes.
So you may take a cheapest unit on the first stage, or I may take the
Higher price.
higher value.
Okay.
So it's subject to that. So first come first serve. So this is what Dubai market is. So when you see the launches happening throughout Dubai, so people
on
go
the
stay
queue.
on the line, they stay on the queue to take the properties. This is what happening right now. And the best thing about being with the direct team of DAMAC, so we can help you in getting the units as you are looking for. And the investment part, as I mentioned, this whole process, it's going to give you a very good opportunity. Number two, once you pay this 5% as an express of interest, it's fully refundable.
Okay.
It's not like,
That's a good
let's
thing.
say either you're getting the unit or not getting the unit. Anytime if your plans to back out, it's fully refundable without any charges. That's number one. Number two, when you're buying a property, like either a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom, either like if you change of your mind of upgrading it, you can do that anytime at the stage of on the launch day.
Yeah.
And apart from that, if you're looking for taking like backing out by any chance, so it's like a 14 days process to get your money back in your bank account, however you paid.
Yeah. So basically, Yasim, it's a very good point. So we with that SA Thomson for our clients in Australia or Sri Lanka, so they have the opportunity to get a token with us.
Yeah.
And because of the direct partnership we have with DAMAC, they don't need to be on the line and
Stand
queue
in the
up
queue.
on the day with the token. So we
Yes.
can get the token and we can select the property before the launch. So that is a huge advantage with working with SA Thomson, and the pricing is exactly the same whether you go directly to DAMAC through another agent or through our
us.
direct contact. There's no
Yes.
price difference. So
Yes.
that we
Yes,
can
yes,
assure.
that's true.
That's true, and then you have the luxury of getting the token and secure the apartment, go through the option and finalize even before the launch
The
day.
launch.
Exactly.
So that is a huge advantage. And going back to these returns, Azim, I wanted to explain it more for our clients. So we had situation you are explaining DAMAC lagoons, right?
Yes.
So you made the 30-40% returns and almost double sometimes the villa. So say now 4 year settlement term, but halfway through you already may double the property price,
Mhm.
but yet you only paid 25% and then you are paying 1% a month, and then you haven't completely paid the price of the full apartment, but you double the price and you can put on the market and take your returns.
Yes.
And when it comes to that level, the good thing is we can give it to DAMAC itself to sell it to somebody with your retail second-hand sale
See,
department,
for
right?
second-hand sale department, we do have another company called Pripco where we deal with reselling the properties. So in case tomorrow, if anybody comes and says like we want to sell a property, they are always welcome. So what we do is we'll make an agreement to help them to sell the property maximum in a month or two. Like this is what it's very easy to sell in the market. It's all about what is the pricing you're quoting at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the demand is such, so
See, if
it's easy to sell.
Yeah, certainly. The demand part, if you say in the market, there is a huge demand in the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the townhouses, specifically townhouses and villas, because villas is not available. The demand is high, but the deliveries of units is very less. But it's going to come up more in the future. That's where the thing is.
Nice.
Right,
Good,
perfect.
good.
And when with this investment module works, so people can sell. Another thing is, even in halfway through, if you sell at a higher price, the returns are not taxable. That is another good
That's
advantage,
true.
right?
That's true. Certainly.
45 until you make the 45%, then you can resell it. Is that how
So
it works?
it's like 44% is done. That's a payment. You can always resell it. There is no
So
restrictions.
until you reach the 44%, you can't resell.
You
right?
can't sell.
You can't sell it.
Okay.
That's a part of the government what they
Regulation, one of the
regulations
regulations.
here. So if you wanted to sell it, yes, you can sell it anytime after 44% of the payment is done. Plus, you can get the ukud copy in between. So that ukud copy will help you to resell the properties. We call it pre-title deed.
Okay.
So
Or we call-
copy means pre-title deed.
Pre-title deed.
So,
So with that-
there was another point, Janaka, we discussed. So when you reserve
Mm.
and pay the 25%, then you get the good copy or the pre-title deed.
Yes.
That's where you can apply for
Golden visa.
golden
Golden
visa
visa
and
as
all
well.
other visas.
Yes.
So you don't have to wait till the property finish and hand it over for you to come if you are planning
not
to come
at all,
here.
Not at all. Once you get the golden visa, you can always come here. You can rent the property until the property is getting completed.
And you can work, you can start business, everything.
Exactly.
So only what is the golden visa? To retain the golden visa, what is the requirement? So you always have to have a property under your name.
Okay, so there are some rules, regulation by government. So what you can do is, in case if the property is like the stage is completed for 3 years from the date of purchase. Once the 3 years is completed, after that, if you're cancelling the visa, after that you are selling the property, the visa is valid.
Right.
It'll remain with the client.
It's remain with the client for 10 years. In case if you're planning to sell the property before 3 years,
Okay.
then you have to cancel the visa first, then you can.
So let me reconfirm that bit more. So people can resell. You can on sell after you reach
4%.
44%.
Yes.
And let's say you paid 44%, and that point you are selling this property where you have already obtained golden visa.
Mhm.
So if you sell that property, your golden visa still remains?
No,
No.
you see, that's what the thing here is. To reach that 44%, it takes like around 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. If you wait for 1 more year, then this visa will be retained.
Okay. So
Sell
the
it
limit
after
is
3
During
years.
that period, but after 10 years, it will not get renewed again.
No, you have to renew it based on the existing properties. what you
Property
have.
and the investment again.
Yeah. Let's say you have multiple properties across.
Got it.
Even if you have a property for 1 million, and after 5 years you're buying a property of another million,
Yeah.
combining together, once it's reached 2 million, you can get the golden visa.
Okay, okay, that's something new. That's something good. Mm.
Stop it.
So that's a great news, Yasin, because you buy a property and flip the property after 3 years, and if you have taken golden visa, you still have another 7 years
7
to
more years.
continue,
Exactly.
run your business and everything, no problem. But let's say you hit the 7 years as well, and if you want another 10-year term, then either you can buy another property or either continue with your business visas, whatever. There's so many options here.
Yes.
So that's not an issue. And I think this flipping and what entrepreneurs from Asia and Sri Lanka, what we need is the opportunity to flip property and get the benefits of the vibrant UAE property market, so we can help you out of it. As I said before, our direct connection with DAMAC, we can get the tokens, we can reserve the properties before the release date, where
Yes.
a lot of agents are queuing up and line up on the day to get the token and select the
Exactly.
property. We can avoid that, which
So
is a huge
basically-
advantage.
Yes.
Basically, priority will be
Priority
given to
will
us.
be given, and I would thank Azim for helping us on that process.
You're
So our
welcome, anytime.
investors will have
Yeah.
the best access prior to everyone else. So there are a lot of
Exactly.
millionaires are waiting on this line where you now have access before they get into that, which is good. And the lastly, Yasim, what I wanted to do is now this process
Yes.
and entirely the end-to-end process we are with the DAMAC. And can you explain a little bit about DAMAC and who's the developer, what they've been to? They're one of the largest developers in Dubai. If you
Yes.
come to Dubai, you can see when you drive down on
Everywhere,
Major
DAMAC,
Street,
DAMAC.
DAMAC
You
everywhere.
have already explained about this.
Exactly. But for the people out there in Australia and Sri Lanka, and if you've never been to Dubai,
Yes.
and I want them to know what DAMAC is, who DAMAC
Yeah.
and what they've been doing and what they're capable of, the
Sure.
quality and after sales and everything. And the best person to talk about that is Yasin. Can you please elaborate that?
Okay, so DAMAC is one of the top developer company in UAE. If you see, DAMAC is here for since like 40 years. Okay, they're not only into developments; they are into other managements also. Like they was first started with catering with Etihad Airways. Then they moved here with property starting since 2002 when the government allowed to do it. Then if you see right now we have more than like 100 plus properties around the world, like Dubai only. Apart from that, we have properties outside the country like Maldives, we have it in Oman, we have it in Abu Dhabi. So we
I
have
saw some in UK. You said
Any
right?
yeah,
other
in
international
UK internationally still
presence?
yeah,
That's
in
a,
UK
that's a
we
good
have something
information.
called 9 Elms. So that's a recent launch which is already ready, properties are there. So they are still expanding more in the future. Maldives, there is a huge construction is going on like in Maldives. So Dubai is so if you see in DAMAC have a lot of options starting from like from 1 million up to 100 million also. So it's all about what is the preference of the client, what they needed. But the Mac is performing very well in the market, like that's why if you see the price based on the other communities or other developers, the Mac is leading them on the pricing, and as well as in terms of quality, in terms of luxury, because name itself says live the luxury. So we have a lot of brands tie up with the Mac, considering that one of the brand which is called Roberto Cavalli, we already have owning like a 50% of partnership in it. So apart from that, we have other brands like the Grossegono, Trump, and Radisson, Rotana, Paramount, Versace. So these are the brands which is tie up with the Mac. So when the Mac comes in the market, like they come with something big. So as I mentioned, the community is also like it's not a small community. Community comes with minimum of 10 to 12,000 townhouses and villas together. So you have an apartment, townhouses, villas, all mixed together in one community, including school, mall, hospitals. So whatever you needed, you can get inside the community. It doesn't require to go out, right? And people who's paying for some facilities outside, they're getting it for free inside the community. That's an advantage. So that's where the Mac comes in with the big, huge communities and building up all around across the Dubai.
So if you can, I have a question. Now you said you have all the facilities.
Yes.
So apart from the amenities and the facilities you have in other part of the world or other projects, even in Dubai, what specialities you have that people can get to know? You can, if you can elaborate a little. Like I saw when we were coming, the water park and theme parks.
So we have a theme. So now whatever the upcoming projects are, we are coming up with theme parks, zip lines, kayaking, boarding, wedding avenues, jungle river. All these are new, like which is whatever needed. If let's say for example, if you want to book a wedding avenue, how much you need to pay outside, right? But we are bringing in inside for the the residents. So if you wanted to have if you want to go for water park, you need to spend at least 200 dirhams for one ticket. But you are
So
getting
this all will
everything
be
inside
free.
for free to use.
That's right.
So apart from that, you have a cricket ground, football, basketball, tennis grounds. You just need to book it before the priority. Like you get the priority when you book it, so you can utilize for free. Don't need to pay for it.
Okay.
So that's an advantage. If you wanted to go outside, you have to pay for each and everything. Even if you are going for the beach, There are some private beaches, you have to pay for it if you wanted to. So considering that you are into some kind of resort, it's not just like
A residential
villa.
community or a
Yes.
villa. Hmm.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's a great deal of information for our investors,
Yeah,
and
true.
I mean, always anyone can contact us, and we can go through personalized information. And also, we have now the option if anyone planning to visit these properties and display homes and go to see the locations. We have the option of we will book you airport pickup and pick up from your hotel
Yes,
Yeah,
and
we
we
show
will
you
we'll take
and
care
Damak
of
will take care
everything.
of
the
everything.
Yeah,
Asim is
we'll
here,
go for the tour.
then we will show you all the options. So that option is also here. So thank you so much, Yasin,
You're
for
welcome.
all
Thank
the
you.
information and support. But all our investors, call us, contact us. Our team, headed by Janaka for the Dubai properties, is there to help you out, and we have a resident agent. At SA Thomson Yasim Wajat also here in Dubai, so can help. So contact us. We are happy to help you and with more details, and we'll be doing more episode of these, and also we are planning to do events in Melbourne
Australia
and in
and
Australia and
even
Sri
in
Lanka.
Sri
So,
Lanka.
so thank you so much.
You're
Thanks.
welcome, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.